Detroit Marshall Plan, but I have bad news for you. It isn't just Detroit.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
I grew up near Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Come on now.
They used to call it Little Detroit.
Hey.
There's a lot of Little Detroits across it, and they are all. That's right. Hey,
All over the nation.
Dianne Feeley.
Hey.
This brings us to you. You used to work. You worked in the auto industry, but you're talking now about what do we do next? How do we go to that next step? And particularly about this thing we keep hearing about, a green economy. What's a green economy and how do we get there? And what does it mean for Detroit and for Kenosha and all these other places?
Well, America's been built over the last 100 years on the basis of the auto industry. And in Detroit, we actually had a transportation system 100 years ago that was much better than what we have today. And so what's happened is the corporations have been running this country, even more so without regulations over the last 30 years, but running this country, and they've run it into the ground.
That's right.
And we have to take it back from them, and we have to say there can't be an auto industry. There has to be a transportation and energy industry. And I want to take the idea that Grace raised about we've been taught to be consumers. Yes, all of our lives we've been taught to be consumers, we've been taught to be passive. Even within the union, you're taught, oh, you're the worker. You let the officials figure out the strategy. Or you go to the town hall meeting and the corporations tell you you're making too much scrap, you're absent too much. But if some worker gets up and says, why are we continuing to make axles, I worked in an axle plant, for SUVs? Are SUVs going to be around forever? What are you going to be making that's forward-looking? And they say, oh, don't worry about that. We'll handle that. We're thinking about that. No, we are the ones who have to solve the problem. We have to take the industry and reshape it and retool it. As difficult as that is today, when we have so little power, that's what we actually have to do.
That's right.
And it has to be our vision, and we have to be concerned about strategy and not allow other people to say, that's all right, we'll take care of it. Because what do we need? When I first started in the auto industry, GM made buses. GM doesn't make buses anymore. But what do we need? We need buses, we need light rail, we need trains, we need green vehicles, we need a whole system. But that's not all that we need. Here we are on the Great Lakes.
Right.
We need water turbines, we need wind turbines,
That's right.
we need solar power. And we, as the manufacturing center sitting right on the Great Lakes, not just Michigan, but Indiana and the other states around here too, we are the ones who must solve this problem.
That's right.
There's nobody else that's going to do it. It has to be us. And the important thing to understand is it's not enough to go back to the regulation that we had in the 50s and the 60s to reverse NAFTA. We've got to go more than that. Because what the auto industry has done is it's made so many plants all over the world that you could create 90 million vehicles a year. And we do not need, the earth does not need 90 million vehicles a year. It's being done to whipsaw the density truck, to play off Mexican workers against U.S. workers. No, we all need jobs. And I will tell you, my plant, when I started my plant, we had 2,700 workers. When they come back from layoff at American Axle, there will be 211 workers reporting for work. It didn't all go to Mexico, by the way. It went to Oxford, Michigan, where workers are making $14 an hour. It went across the highway where a new gear plant has been opened up. Those workers are lucky enough to make $10 an hour. And there are 3 plants in Ohio where they're making $14 an hour. So not all the jobs are disappearing. In fact, there are new plants in the area that Elena and I live in. Drive down 4th Street, and you will see new plants that have been put up there. But those workers are not we have to do is, unless we get out there and fight for green jobs, there'll be green jobs at $7 an hour. That's not what we need. We need to bring everyone up, and I would submit that we also need single-payer health care. But it's a human right, and I would also suggest that somebody who's considered a legacy cost, who's lived too long, right? My pension, hey, I'll give up my pension if we can bring Social Security up and everyone has Social